Hello everyone, welcome to the Linguistic Instructional Alignment Guide training. My name is Armandina Aguilar and I'm the EL Instructional Coach for the RGV and Coastal Bend region.
And my name is Nancy Gomez. I am the EL Instructional Coach for the Central and South Central region.
Training goals. We're going to take a look at the Electronic Linguistic Instructional Alignment Guide. We're going to locate student data on DMAC, plot students' information, and use the LIAG to help guide instruction. The purpose of this training is to explore the components of this guide so that you can plot students' proficiency levels and use the guide to help you make the necessary accommodations for your students. The ELPS Linguistic Instructional Alignment Guide allows teachers to see the connections between the ELPS, College Career Readiness Standards, TELPS Proficiency Level Descriptors, and linguistic accommodations. The integration of these components is critical in lesson planning in order to meet the linguistic needs of emerging bilinguals. In other words, we're going to help students understand the ELPS, assist with understanding student proficiency levels, and give better understanding of students' behaviors at each level and suggest activities so you can meet their content and language needs. Here is the digital instructional guide, and in here, you're going to see information divided into strands of listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Each section has what to expect of students at each proficiency level of that strand. The elves on the right side suggest teacher behavior for that particular strand at each level. Also, the college career readiness standards and the performance-based activities. Now going back to the proficiency level descriptors. The proficiency level descriptors will describe how well emerging bilinguals at each proficiency level are able to understand and use English to engage in grade-appropriate academic instruction per domain. We have included the interactive language objective in this slide for your convenience as well. Suggested teacher behavior are examples of recommended linguistic accommodations. Implementing this in the classroom will support emerging bilinguals at various language proficiency levels during listening, speaking, reading, and writing activities. And so you can see they are divided according to proficiency level, making it easier for you to identify the type of support you can offer to your students. When planning instruction, teachers of emerging bilinguals must consider the language proficiency levels of their students as determined by the TELPS assessment. The ELPS TELPS Student Proficiency Profile is a tool of the ELPS Linguistic Instructional Alignment Guide that allows teachers to plot students' TELPS data by language domain. We have hyperlinked the fillable version for your convenience, and you guys will be able to type and save for easy access. Here's an example of a student report. At the bottom right, you can see how he or she scored as a composite rating, and she had an advanced high level. But as you can see at the top, the proficiency rating by language area will tell you what areas need to improve. These students score advanced high in listening, advanced in speaking, advanced high in reading, intermediate in writing, and even though his or her overall score rating is advanced high, he or she was not able to reclassify. Now here's an example of how to plot the information. Johnny had a score of advanced high for listening, advanced for speaking, intermediate for reading, and intermediate for writing. This is the way it's going to look once you plot the information according to the proficiency level and language domain.
Now we are going to show you where you can obtain the most recent TELPAS data for your students. We will log into DMAC, go to State Assessment TELPAS, click on Search. Under Location, you will select your school. As you can see, I have district access, so I have all campuses listed. But for our purposes today, I will select JSA as the campus. Under Administration, select the most recent testing year. Under Student, I will also select second grade. You should only be able to see your grade level. Then scroll to the bottom of the page and click on Search. This will bring up the TELPUS data for your students. You can also export the same data here to an Excel sheet, whichever is easiest for you. Now that you have your class TELPAS data, you will plot everyone's proficiency levels for each domain onto your fillable ELPS TELPAS student proficiency profile. This information will be used to help you create accommodated lessons and activities for your students. As you can see on this example, this class has more students who are at an intermediate level for reading and writing. You can refer back to your digital LIAG tool, and in those domains, look at teacher-suggested behaviors for the intermediate level, as well as the reading and writing activities that you can do. Throughout the year, you want to monitor the progress that your students make and make adjustments to the support you provide as needed. Performance-based activities implemented in the classroom are ways to check for progress throughout the school year. These activities should be incorporated throughout the year and not solely during the TELPAS administration window. These performance-based activities can also be found in each language domain in the digital copy of the LIAG. This suggested list are not intended to be exhaustive. We hope today's information was helpful. If you have any questions, please reach out to your campus LPAC admin, coordinator, or EL coach. Thank you for your participation today.